Gemini said. The resolution war has just entered a terrifying new chapter. If you thought the 61-megapixel ceiling of the Sony A7R IV and V was as high as full-frame could go without sacrificing speed, the latest leaks surrounding the Sony A7R6 are about to change everything you know about mirrorless technology. We are looking at a 2026 release date for what is being internally dubbed the medium format killer, a camera that doesn't just push pixels, but introduces a completely new sensor architecture designed to dismantle the competition from Fujifilm, Canon, and Nikon in one fell swoop. The headline specification that has the industry buzzing is the move to a staggering 80.1 megapixel full-frame sensor. But the resolution isn't even the most impressive part. For the first time in the R series, Sony is reportedly implementing a fully stacked CMOS design. This is a massive shift. Historically, the R line has been the slow, high-resolution workhorse, while the Alpha 1 and Alpha 9 series handled the speed. By bringing stacked sensor technology to an 80-megapixel chip, Sony is effectively erasing the line between a studio camera and a sports camera. This architecture allows for lightning-fast readout speeds that were previously impossible at this resolution, virtually eliminating rolling shutter and enabling a level of performance that makes the A7R VI look like a relic of the past. At the heart of this beast is the new BIONZ XR2 processor, a dual-chip system designed to handle the massive data throughput generated by an 80MP sensor firing at high speeds. The leaks suggest that despite the massive file sizes, the A7R6 will be capable of 30 frames per second continuous shooting in 14-bit RAW. To put that in perspective, you are capturing nearly 2.4 gigapixels of data every single second. This isn't just about having enough resolution for a billboard. It's about having the ability to crop into a bird in flight or a distant athlete and still have a 30-megapixel file that is sharp enough for a gallery print. The video capabilities are equally transformative. While the A7R series has always been stills first, the A7R6 is leaking as an 8K powerhouse. Because of that 80MP sensor, the camera can perform a full-frame 10.9K oversampling to produce 8K 30p video. This means the 8K footage coming out of this camera will likely be the sharpest ever seen in a mirrorless body, with detail levels that rival professional cinema cameras like the Sony Venice. We are also hearing reports of 4K 120p recording using a 5.5K pixel binning process and an APS-C crop mode that oversamples from 7.1K to produce 4K 60p. For hybrid creators, the A7R6 looks to be the ultimate tool, though it's important to note that leaks suggest Sony may still gatekeep, OpenGate, and internal RAW video to keep the Alpha 1 and FX lines relevant. One of the most exciting under-the-hood upgrades is the second-generation AI processing unit. Sony pioneered dedicated AI hardware in the A7R VI, but the 2026 version is rumored to feature Skeletal Prediction technology. This goes beyond simple eye and face tracking. The camera's autofocus system will literally understand human anatomy, predicting where a subject's head or limbs will be even if they are momentarily obscured by a tree or another person. This system is said to track subjects with a frequency of 60 frames per second for AE/AF, ensuring that even at 80 megapixels, where the slightest focus error is magnified, your hit rate remains near perfect. Physically, Sony seems to be listening to professional feedback. The A7R6 is expected to adopt the deeper, more ergonomic grip found on the Alpha 1-2, making it more comfortable for long days in the field with heavy GM glass. The rear LCD is also reportedly getting a massive upgrade, with a 50% increase in brightness to make outdoor shooting in direct sunlight much more manageable. Furthermore, the in-body image stabilization, IBIS, is being pushed to 8.5 stops. When you're shooting at 80 megapixels, even the vibration of your heartbeat can cause microblur. An 8.5 stop system, combined with the new high-speed sensor readout, means that handheld landscape photography at high resolutions is finally becoming a reliable reality. The dynamic range is another area where Sony is taking a shot at medium format. Leaks indicate a dynamic range of over 16 stops when using the mechanical shutter, and even the electronic shutter performance is said to surpass the A7R VI. This is significant because high-resolution sensors usually struggle with noise and dynamic range due to the smaller individual pixels. However, Sony's new sensor tech appears to have solved this, offering the tonal richness and shadow recovery usually reserved for cameras with much larger physical sensors, like the Fujifilm GFX 102. As for the release window, all signs point to late 2026, likely hitting the market just before the holiday season. This fits Sony's traditional 4-year refresh cycle for the R series. The price is expected to land in the $3,999 to $4,499 range, which, while expensive, is a bargain if it truly delivers on the promise of replacing a $10,000 medium format setup. The Sony A7R6 isn't just an incremental update, it's a statement of intent. It's Sony telling the world that they aren't done with the resolution war, and they have the technology to make high-resolution shooting as fast and versatile as low-resolution sports photography. Whether you're a landscape pro, a studio fashion photographer, or a high-end hybrid shooter, the 2026 roadmap suggests that your dream camera is only a year away.